So many hands raised when we asked that question that many of us have experienced some form of childhood trauma. What are some of the effects that this trauma has on us, even as adults?
Well, I think that some of the effects that we perhaps recognize the most is the impact that it has on our mental and emotional well-being, our ability to connect and develop healthy relationships. But when we experience trauma, especially in childhood, it literally gets under our skin and changes our biology. Because that moment when you as a child were sitting there knowing that you had told the truth and dealing with your mom as she was harming you, right? Like, we know as children that the role of our parents is supposed to be to protect us. And what happens in that moment, that fear, that terror, that trauma, releases all kinds of stress hormones in our body, what we call the fight or flight response, right? But if that happens too often, if it happens unpredictably, and most importantly, if you don't have that safe and stable and nurturing adult to help to calm that down, what you can get is prolonged activation of the stress response. And that can lead to long-term changes in the way our brains develop, the way our hormones regulate, even the way our immune system functions, and even down to the way our DNA is read and transcribed. And that is what can lead to not only increased risk of mental health challenges like anxiety, depression, but also a lot of things that people don't recognize. Heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, even Alzheimer's, right? And so now we recognize that childhood adversity is a public health crisis.
That's important.